There are too many anime to watch them all this winter season, so here's the list that I have come up with, plus a couple on here that I'm not gonna watch, but you might like. The Holy Grail of Eris is about a woman who was cheated on by her fiance and framed for a crime, and she wants justice, and the only person willing to help her is an infamous spirit. The encounter follows an office worker who is dragged to another world when he tries to save a girl. She's the saint, but he's just an extra, and the problem is the magic in the world makes him sick, and so a knight has to help them, and it requires them to be physical. Sentenced to be a Hero is a fantasy world where criminals are sentenced to be heroes who have to fight against demons. They are never allowed to die. The animation and music in the first episode were really good. There is a young female character, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna get weird so far, at least. Hana-Kimi is a classic shoujo romance about a girl who cross-dresses so that she can go to the all-boys school to meet her idol. The Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife is a slice-of-life romance about an invisible detective and the woman who works in his office who is blind, so she's the only person who can always sense when he's around. Villainess is adored by the prince of the neighbor kingdom. This is a classic reincarnated into an otome game as the Villainess story. In the Clear, Moonlit Dusk is a shoujo romance about our lead who is always perceived to be princely. Journal with Witch is a slice-of-life josei about a woman who adopts her niece when her sister dies, except she's not super comfortable around other people. Gentle Noble's Vacation recommendation is a slice-of-life isekai about a guy who ends up in a world different from his own, and he decides to spend his time exploring and hires an adventurer to help him. Some people are going to tell you that this is a BL. The author has explicitly said that it is not, so the most that you're going to get if you're looking for that is undertones. Kunon the Sorcerer Can See. This is a fantasy about a kid who has the hero's mark, meaning he's lost something. In his case, it is his sight. He sets out to use magic to help him see the world around him. This is actually pretty comedic. Love Through a Prism is a new anime original written by the woman who wrote Boys Over Flowers. It's going to be a romance, I think, between rivals set at an art school in London. Wash It All Away is a slice of life about a woman with no memories of her past who runs a laundry service. Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling follows a guy who reincarnates as an egg and has to fight his way to evolve. This I just watched because it came out early, but it is the classic banished by the hero's party redemption type story. I think it is going to be a harem, but I actually really liked one of the female characters. Roll Over and Die seems like the female version of banished by a party. She finds a magical sword and swears to get revenge. This is tagged as a GL on the manga, so I'm intrigued. Adventure's Daily Grind at 29. This is about a guy who rescues a girl and decides to save her. Hopefully it doesn't get weird. None of the tags suggested it would. The Demon King's Daughter is Too Kind sounds like a slice of life comedy. B.King is a dongwa that follows a comic artist that is sent into his own comic. I will for sure be watching Medalist Season 2 and Fire Force. Tamon's B-Side is a rom-com featuring a girl and her idol. The humor is not for me, but the animation is good, so give the first episode a shot. Dark Moon is a shoujo romance with vampires and werewolves. This is based on one of the K-pop groups. I did not love the manhwa, so I'm not gonna watch it, but if you like idol groups and these sorts of stories, you might really like it. I didn't watch this first season, but anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You is getting a season 2. And then these four, we do not have official streaming sites for the United States yet, but I am hopeful that maybe we'll get them because there's 3 shoujo here.